I'm Sue Arnott, also known as Vitality Lady, and I help people with fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome, and post-polio syndrome holistically to live better. And today I want to share with you my 5 secrets towards thinking and staying well when on the road. I live in Canada. It's a beautiful summer weekend and we're heading into a long weekend, and we as Canadians say we're heading up north, which means we're going well away from the cities and more into the country, and we tend not to be able to find the healthiest restaurants and venues to pick food and drink. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that, just a very short video. I'm often asked that question, how do I stay well when, I do so well at home because I've got everything at home, but then, we go up north or we go out for the day and the choices are very limited. So I just wanted to address that. So first of all, I think the main thing is secret number 1 is how you think about this. We tend to be unsure of our ability to say no. We call it willpower. When you're faced with donuts and hot dogs and hamburgers and so on, we tend to be unsure as to whether or not we can say no. And we worry a little bit about maybe undoing all the good work we've done when it comes to the weight we've lost and that sort of thing. And so, the problem with that is what you focus on, you tend to get more of. So if you're focusing on the fear of gaining weight, you're telling your body to gain weight, and so you most likely will get more of that. So it's probably, let's adjust the thinking a little bit. We know what's facing us, we know we need to prepare a little bit, but we know we may mess up once in a while. So the way I want you to think, instead of thinking those things, are think of your body as not as the enemy, but as the friend. Your body is your friend, not your enemy, and as such deserves love and respect and good food and nothing less. So if you start worrying a little bit about, oh my goodness, I feel guilty, or I shouldn't have had this or whatever, say to yourself, no. My body is my friend, and as such I love her and respect her, and she deserves only the best. And just have that in your mind, okay? So let's make sure we clear that up first. There should be no guilty. You're going off for a little time off for a bit of R&R. Secret number 2, plan ahead. Pack snacks. So get your cooler out the night before. Okay, you don't have to put a lot of time into this and make fancy salads or anything else. The very basics can just go in the cooler the first thing in the morning. A jar of natural almond butter, some whole grain bread, or some sprouted bread, maybe some hard-boiled eggs, lots of fruit, and always take lots of bottles of water. You want to stay hydrated when you're on the road. Vegetables, hummus, that sort of thing. I make my own hummus by just sprouting a few chickpeas earlier in the week and put it in the food processor with a little garlic, a little olive oil, perhaps a bit of red pepper, and you've got homemade hummus, and it's really good for you. It's alive, it's very healthy. So make sure you put lots of snacks and water in a cooler before you leave. That's secret number 2. Secret number 3, start the day off right. Make sure you have a great breakfast that contains a healthy fat, a protein, and a complex carbohydrate. So it could be some sprouted bread or some whole grain bread, some almond butter, some egg, or in my case I will make a big pan of quinoa the night before, and I'll mix some various different types of seeds with it: sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds. I might put a little bee pollen in there, some raisins, chia seeds, whatever I happen to have on hand. There's lots of good fats, fiber, and protein in that. And then throw on some berries, and don't worry too much about food combining, making that perfect. And you may not even know too much about that, but you're on holiday, you're taking a day off, you're on holiday, so you just need to get the good food in you. So if you do that, and you have the snacks and you have the water, this will keep you going until your first pit stop, okay? So that's number 3, start your day off right. Number 4, your pit stops. Stopping when you're on the road. Okay, you can stop at a coffee shop, you can stop at a diner, a gas station, So let's just address them really quickly. What do you do if you stop at a coffee shop? You get out of the car, you're stretching your legs, and you think, well, I fancy a coffee, and you walk in and there's all those muffins and donuts and yogurts and all those things, and it smells good. What do? Well, understand that other than a coffee, everything in there is loaded with fat and sugar. Um, so, even the muffins, they're like a big piece of chocolate cake. They're no better for you than a donut is. So my suggestion is, if you want to treat yourself, remember you're out for the day, I would suggest maybe a biscotti. A biscotti is lower in fat and lower in sugar. So you could do that as well. Now, what happens if you stop at a gas station? Well, we all know the gas station's not the best place to go and buy any food or anything else, but you can buy fruit there. If you happen to run out in your cooler, you can buy fruit there. I would definitely avoid those great big monster drinks. They're full of sugar, and especially they've all got dyes in them. You definitely don't want that. It's very cancer causing and just really, really bad for you. So avoid those. If you fancy a fizzy drink, get a sparkling water, maybe that's citrus flavored, something like that. One thing, avoid the snacks that say real fruit, because I highly doubt that there's any real fruit in them, and if there is, it's very, very minimal. They're loaded with dyes and they're loaded with sugar and heaven knows what else. So if it says real fruit, please don't be fooled. They're very bad for you. So avoid those. So look for fresh fruit if you can, and a sparkling water. Diners and restaurants, I would avoid heavy, greasy meals because what happens is when you eat a meal like that, you feel lethargic later on, you feel bloated, and you feel gassy. And you probably won't connect it with the meal that you've had. So I would definitely avoid that. And if something says crispy on the menu, I would avoid that too, because it means it's been deep fried, battered and deep fried. So I would avoid that as well. Grilled options are better. Now, as far as your side dishes, be smart about that. You don't have to have fries. You could have a baked potato. You could have a salad with, and if you want dressing, have a light dressing on the side. There may be a healthy wrap of some kind. Chicken and egg and tuna salad, I would definitely avoid those because they have maybe twice the amount of fat and calories as a BLT. So they're really not good for you at all. So like I say, you can get soup, get a broth-based soup, one that doesn't say cream of. Broth-based soups are fine, and side salads with dressings, that sort of thing. And you can usually find something that's relatively good for you. If you choose healthy options on the road, you won't feel so bad about indulging a little bit when you get wherever it is you're going, okay? If you have digestive issues such as IBS or sensitivities and so on, and many of you that have fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue syndrome, I know do have those issues, and perhaps if you have post-polio syndrome as well, you do. I would suggest that you drink a glass of warm water, not cold, 20 to 30 minutes before eating a meal. This will definitely help with your digestion. Avoid drinking cold drinks with a meal, and that goes across the board for anybody. It hinders your digestion. So warm water 20 to 30 minutes before a meal is a really good idea. And remember, if you have a good sized breakfast and a good sized lunch, that is going to you're going to avoid energy slumps later in the day, and it really, really will help you avoid temptation later on in the day as well, especially if you drink lots of water. Please keep the water going, especially this time of year. But above all, enjoy your time away. Enjoy your surroundings. Enjoy the people you're with. Enjoy the scenery. Wherever you're at, just enjoy it. And, get outside. Get lots of sunshine. Sunshine's very good for you. And keep your positive energy high. And if you mess up once in a while, so what? It doesn't matter. You know you're going to get on track later on when you get home. So just try not to do it too often because you want to feel good. And if you all of a sudden don't feel good, then just look back at the food you've been eating and just make the adjustment. But you're away, you're on holiday, you need that break, you don't need to be worrying about anything. So please don't stress about any of this stuff, okay? But be prepared. Now, if you want more information on any of the nutritional things that I've talked about, I do have a website. I do have quite a few articles that I put on there, which will help you. Hopefully, if you have any questions, you'll see the answers there. It's www.vitalitylady.ca. I do have a new program coming up. It's a 4-module, one-on-one personalized program called Secrets of Abundant Energy. Especially beneficial, like if you have fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue syndrome and you have energy issues and energy crashes, this program is for you. It runs over about 6 weeks. It begins Monday, August the 11th, and I work with you one-on-one. So you will see information on my website about that. You can email me at Sue, S-U-E, at vitalitylady.ca if you'd like more information. And that's my lovely doggy over there crying to get in. He's decided it's time for me to say goodbye. So I thank you so much. If you're in Canada, have a wonderful long weekend this weekend. I believe it's, that's Baxter. I believe it's Caravana this weekend on tomorrow. There he goes. He's saying stop. I've got to wrap it up now. So have a great long weekend. Wherever you are, I hope the sun is shining. And if you're away, enjoy. And thank you for joining me. And I wish you a wonderful weekend. Take care and bye-bye for now. Thanks, Bax. All right, that's going to have to do.